Hi guys. Oh. Can complete this echo, I think. Or this whatever you call it, this monolith thing.
Safe travels.
I can just despawn the NPCs. It's one of those ones that revives. Get back up. It'd be cool if there were like a passive trait you could have on a weapon, and it'd be like the opposite of like the vampire counts in Warhammer. The dead may not rise again, and when they're dead, they just stay dead. It's like, get back up, I fucking dare you. Got the Weaver's Will. It's good, that does me.
Yes.
There's one more person somewhere.
Yes.
Defend the town from cultists. Alright. Yeah, give me a sec. What Weaver's Will be getting on this? Ugh. Lightning damage and cold resistance. I don't do lightning damage and I don't need cold resistance. Ugh. Those Weaver's Will ones, I swear, are just so massively RNG. You just... You don't get things sometimes remotely useful at all. This one falls well. Goddamn. Okay. Take those. Where the hell am I? The Dark Ascent, aren't we? Yes. No, it's just increased that one again. Oh my god. Give me something useful, please. Still don't give me anything useful. What the hell? Ugh. I think these Weaver's Will should be renamed to Weaver's Luck, because you've got to have amazing luck to get anything remotely useful to your character. Oh. The hell? That thing's tough. Oh my god. The eyeballs. The hell am I fighting here? Oh, that bloody thing. Right, well, the next one's Rye, the big boss of the monolith.
Hello.
I have a lot of him with it.
Okay.
Fucking hell, itchy eyes. Oh. How's he doing?
It's the same bug as normal. He sometimes gets stuck on that bloody torch.
Yes, stuck?
Yeah.
I didn't get stuck with my necromancer.
It doesn't happen all the time. It's like an intermittent. It just depends where you're standing when he dashes.
Oh, I moved out of the way of it.
Yeah, but because you were standing near the torch, he always gets stuck on the torch.
I wasn't stood near this torch, I was on the other side of the ring.
Oh no, you get to choose one of the three.
I think I'm gonna go with that one.
I've just logged in there now.
What the hell is that thing? Huh? That one's weird.
So our new bus/train station opened 50%. Only the bus station side of it's open today, but the combined size of it is bigger than King's Cross Station.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel sorry for whatever cleaners work there.
Well, no, 'cause they'll probably have enough of them.
Yeah, but it's a lot to clean up.
Depends on how messy it is. If people are messy twats, they'll be okay. I go, where the fuck is my stash thing?
It's back at the main city.
There's
it's
normally one
annoying that
there.
you have to.
There's normally one when you come out of the things.
It depends. If it's the final boss of it, it automatically kicks you out to just outside the portal.
Lovely.
Because they don't actually have a reward for killing them.
Pop that one in there. These ones just get sold, don't they? This one's weird. 23% chance to blind on hit, plus 10 void damage, 13% increased fire spell cast speed, 18% chance to cast fire aura when hit, 1 second cooldown, and 34% increased void damage per fire aura. But why is it giving you void damage when it's
Because
for
some
fire?
fire builds use. It depends on the weapon you're using. Some weapons include. There are builds for that increase damage based on the amount of void damage you're doing.
It's really weird.
You may find a treasure.
I personally haven't built one of them, but it's for the spell blade.
Sell both of those, they're no good to me.
But you have to remember monsters have resistances as well, so...
I know they do, I know. So you've got to like penetrate it sometimes and stuff like that. You've got to like fire penetration.
And Void tends to penetrate everything, so...
Well, no, 'cause you can have void monsters at resistance.
Yeah, very far and few between. Can I join you?
Of course you
Unless you've rebounded, it's H. Today's the last day I'm allowed to eat all the nice foods. So I'm going to be stuffing my beak. There.
The last day you're allowed to eat all the nice foods, why?
From tomorrow onwards, liquid only diet.
What, like permanent or?
Just till my thing on Wednesday. Well, till after my hospital appointment on Wednesday. The worst thing is my blood sugars will be going over through the roof for the next 3 days.
This Weaver's World stuff for me is crap. I never ever get skills that are going to help me. I get resistances that I don't need, and I get increased to damage from like certain elements that I also don't use. If it would give me like fire damage, I'd be okay, but it gives me like lightning all the time, or void, or cold, and it's like
Well,
I'm using fire in attacks.
Well, that's the thing. Depending on where you put your skill points, your fire damage can be treated as other types of damage as well.
Yeah, but in mine converts like blade example to fire, sort of thing, to like ignite and stuff like that. It's like, but it's not giving me fire damage. It keeps giving me bloody lightning damage and stuff. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
Pontifex Aurelius. Alright. I just killed your god, so he shouldn't be an issue.
I love when you kill something with fire that's resistant to fire, and I'm going, no, you're not against me.
Yeah, it can be resistant to it, but not immune to it. Otherwise, that'd be unfair, wouldn't it?
Well, that's why my attacks do.
It's like, for example, if you remember fire mages in Molten Core or the Firelands in Cataclysm, you could still take fire mages. Just the mobs and bosses in the area had more resistance to it, so you didn't deal as much damage. So most mages for those two raids changed the spec to either Arcane or Frost, that dealt like their normal amount of damage. I think Frost dealt increased damage, but Arcane dealt like its usual damage. But Fire was obviously, because they're all fucking fire elementals, they're all somewhat resistant to the damage. But you could still take them. They can't do it so you do no damage, it'd be bullshit. I've started adding some YouTube shorts onto the channel again. So it has been advised, so I've added some up there. I'm going to keep them all on the same channel though. I'm not fucking making a separate channel for it, I can't be arsed.
Oh, I found so for boss mob, Spine Hunter Alpha. More like a beta. Just going around seeing if there's any of those.
We've stabilised the thing anyway.
I just want to make sure that there's not one of those mage doodads.
Give me these.
That's it.
What you got here? Oh no, it's no good.
Yes.
I'll take piles of gold for 500, please. Oh. What was that built? Oh, that'd actually be quite good for you.
What's that?
It's called Ward Trail, plus 5 potion slots, 111 dodge rating, 6% increase movement speed, and 47 ward every time you dodge.
You get a push, you get a dodge. I know. I've got one similar to it. I've got the Ward Trail belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 143 dodge rating, 7% movement speed, 41
one's better
ward
than that
gained.
one. Huh.
But I don't use that one. I'm using a purple one. It's better. It's more what I need. It gives me more health. Because this character's more about... I need raw health rather than ward. Because ward's more my necromancer. And then I need, obviously, a lot of damage and crit is ideally what I'm going for.
Oh, that's really handy.
He's quite close by.
Different type of guy, but so the shit that this guy drops, unfortunately.
What have we got here? No, that's no good to me.
I got shit as well.
Yeah, I'm right in the
That
thick of it
one
all the
is
time.
the one that gives me shit, the other one gives me the good stuff.
I get shit from both.
I like these ice beetles, yeah. Three, two, one. It's an interesting travel ability that for me, for Flame Rush. As long as I don't hit anything, I can then charge this up and then explodes. Oh, the other Harbinger is about here somewhere. Oh, it's up there. I see it now.
So do I. Can't remember what I've got on that with this character. Have a look. Am I empowering again, am I? There's a sword called the Last Laugh.
Oh yeah. It's usually got shit stats on it.
No, it's not bad. And it instantly kills enemies below 17% health. But I'll empower it.
And then I do my one.
Ooh, 200 mace drops, legendary.
Ooh. I've got something that I'm going to pass to you when I am powered enough.
I don't know if this does anything. For you, this one. This is a mace? It looks more like a staff.
I'm going to send you this on Discord. Now this is before it gets empowered a few times, but I think you'd agree this actually looks quite badass for you considering you're playing what you're playing.
Give me a second. Oh, what the hell's attacking me and why?
Nothing's attacking you, it's dead.
Well, there was, because I lost half my health.
Ah, you were standing in my protection zone anyway, so.
What the hell's False Water Fury? I don't think any of that benefits me. I think that's specific to a certain class. I don't have False Water Fury.
Oh no, this gives you false water fury.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It says underneath. Basically, it makes your attacks consume 20 mana, but you get plus 100 melee fire damage to all
Yeah,
your
wouldn't
attacks.
wouldn't help me though. 'Cause it says there during False Water Fury, non-channeled melee attacks consume 20 mana to deal 100 melee fire damage. All my attacks are channeled. I use Warpath. It's a channeled attack.
And this is the ambush for the area.
And that one's all yours, brother. You can keep that one. I don't need that one. That's what I've got.
Ooh, no, there's something I was looking for. And I would just to get the stability up.
My Weaver's Will has only picked out 2 things. Normally picks out 3 or 4. It's picked out only
depends on
2
the
and it
le-
just keeps fucking...
It just depends
Fucking
on
them
the
bigger.
level of Weaver's Will that you get.
Like, it had like 13 on it.
Yeah, to get more you need 15, which is the maximum.
Well, yeah, but if 15's maximum, I had 13. But it's only given me 2 abilities, and then it's just making them 2 bigger. And it's like, but
Yeah,
normally
that-
it gives 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's normally if it's a higher level.
So
And
I'm
what level is your barbarian as well?
That's level 30 item. It's probably right, but might be the item. My Barbarian is level 70.
Yeah.
Barbarian. Paladin.
Nothing down there to kill. Would probably be at a really obscure part of the map.
Oh, some stuff here. Yeah, there you go. That's enough.
Yes. Take care.
Put one in there. We don't need that one. Get rid of that.
Yes. Take care.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting set of gloves. Plus 42% increased fire damage over time, plus 4 vitality, plus 3 intelligence, and 100% of bleed converted to ignite.
Yeah, mine does that one of my skills anyway for my Warpath. Converts my bleed to ignite. I just got a message from Runt saying he wants to play some World of Warcraft when he gets home. He said, I'm feeling vanilla, but I'm not really playing retail. I said, I won't be playing retail anyway until they get rid of add-ons. I said, but I can't play World of Warcraft anyway at the moment. I said, I can't afford the subscription. Not until YouTube starts making some money. Not until the channel books its size here up. And YouTube starts giving it the proper fucking discoverability and stuff that it needs.
I love how they summon a clone at half health and they're dead before they even get a chance to.
That's what happens when they summon clones. God, I'm still knackered. My mum's birthday today, so we're going out later on. So I'm only going to be streaming till like 3 or 4.
Oh, tell her happy birthday from me.
I will do. Gonna go out for a meal. Ella's bought a load of stuff, bless her. I would have, but again, I don't have the money to. I'm just trying to stave off any bills, basically, with my money.
I always find it weird when you get a boss that's just a inanimate object that does absolutely or feels
level
like
up.
it does nothing.
Yes. Well, I've got over 2,000 health now.
Find the Harbinger.
Where is he?
Uh,
No, I see him.
to the right.
Kill these pains in the ass. Hiya, Beam Man. How you doing, brother?
Oh, and there's a chest up here as well.
Oh, chest. Still chest. Where's chest?
Right here.
Purple dagger I can put in for forging potential.
The rats are coming. Ratmen are dead.
Yeah, so this time I've got a challenge for this stuff, and yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know if you like watching clips much at all, Brett. There's going to be basically shorts now on the channel as well. I'm going to give it a try out because one of my friends has.
Oh, and the other mage is here as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So we got all three in one map.
Well, that's quite rare, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Just here.
Nah, shit again.
And that completes stability as well.
It does. Not bad, just took the little one to a hot rod and custom show. Very much loves his cars. How are you doing? I'm not bad, brother. I'm not bad. As I was saying anyway, yeah, I've got a friend who gave me a heads up. He said YouTube investing a lot of money into shorts. And then he goes, since you can monetize, it might be worth monetizing your shorts and putting some shorts back up. So some of the shorts that were up previously on the channel, I'm going to put some of those up. I'm going to put up one a day at 12 PM. And then I'm going to put up some of the newer shorts that haven't gone up yet, even on TikTok. But I'm not going to put them up on TikTok basically now. I'm basically just going to put them up on shorts instead and try that out for a bit. See how it goes. If it works, say, I think I'll test it for the remainder of this year on YouTube. If the shorts work, I'll stick with the shorts and do the shorts as well on YouTube. If they don't work in this quarter of the year or third of the year, whatever it is, then I'll go and put them back on TikTok again. Because he said it might work, it might not, but they're investing a lot into shorts. So apparently you've got more discoverability through shorts. So I'll have to see. Personally, when I last used shorts, I didn't get shit, so...
Yellow Whirl warning for UK is more rain and thunder on the way.
Great. I just got asked by one at Guilders as well, do I want to go on Wild Blossom? I wish I could. I wish I could. That's something I can actually spend, actually enjoying my, like my non-content creation days or in between content creation hours, just grinding out some gear and stuff. I'd love to be able to do that.
Holy shit. Sue in Gloucestershire has hatched one of the world's most dangerous birds. Something called a southern cassowary chick. Its reputation for one of the most dangerous birds due to their size, speed, and power combined with their dagger-like 10-centimeter claws.
10 centimeters? That's like a fucking knife.
It's basically a velociraptor, only it's a bird. Probably.
Well, Velociraptor is a bird. It's just a flightless bird.
Yeah, so are these, funny enough. So
Actually,
their descendants.
Not called Velociraptors either. They're just called raptors. Velociraptor's name is something else.
Yeah, I know.
He merged them together for the film.
Yeah. Well, velocity just means fast, so.
Sure, sounds like a good idea. Even more now you know about that tick box. About that tick box? What tick box?
About
buddy?
the one about only sending it to your follower things.
You mean not sending it to my subscribers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can see if that'll work. I don't know. It might not. I don't know. The sub one, yeah. Well, it's just because a lot of the subs aren't that active on the channel. So, there's not a great deal of reason to send it to my subscribers because ones like you, Overlord, ones that are watching the content, you guys will go and check on the channel anyway. You know that I upload content every single day. I don't need to tell you guys. So, it's better that it finds a new audience that's active than suggesting my content to the current audience that aren't really active at all, and then at least I can get some new active subscribers in and build it that way.
Ooh. Chinese giant, I think they're called cherry, like cherry, only there's only one car. Could build cars in the UK.
Go on.
Chinese car manufacturers talking about opening a manufacturing plant in the UK to sell their cars over here.
I ain't got a problem with people selling the cars over here, as long just one thing, as long as they start making them electric, because petrol and diesel aren't going to last forever. The car companies now and fuel companies need to start thinking about renewable energy sources, and fossil fuels aren't it.
Oh, Harbinger somewhere nearby? I think. Oh, yep, find it.
Push have the most of your activity subs in Discord where they get notification every. Yeah, you guys that are on, obviously there you get notified every day I put up a video. I'm not going to notify you of the shorts. I might put the shorts maybe in the clip channel. I don't know. I'm undecided. So I don't want to spam you too much.
Oh, I'm going to challenge first.
Fucking giant goddamn plants.
What is this little shop of cars? Feed me, Seymour.
Like date triffids. I mean, we can empower it and see what it turns into, I suppose, that one. Maybe that could be viable later on.
I like them for just in case some of the other ones.
It depends on what the base stats are. If the base stats are garbage or the base items garbage, then it's not worth doing. That's what I look at. Like in your case, I'm guessing you're not using a shield.
Nope.
So like if you've got 4 shields, it's worthless to you. There's no point in powering that. So you might as well banish that and then get an entirely new set of items next time. Also, let's see.
If it shits that, what I usually do is I just challenge it to change it rather than banish, because I might be able to deconstruct the items for...
Maybe, some cases, but there are cases, well, for example, like when you banish, apparently it does give you a completely new rotation. Basically, it tells the game that you're not finding any of this useful. So, banishing is actually more useful when you've got all bad items compared to challenging. Because challenging, you're telling them that I find something there useful that I can use right now. So that's what you've got to look at. Otherwise, banish wouldn't be an option. Well, the new thumbnails are up. They're not bad, but they're not doing much at the moment. But maybe I've got to give it a bit of time. Maybe I've got to give them a couple of months to get into the YouTube system. Get more eyes. Because a lot of them haven't got that many impressions either, to be fair. But we'll see. All I can do is keep trying. That's all I can do. All the problem is now, as I was speaking to Elle about it over there, I'm now against the clock. Because realistically, I've got about 12 months. 13 at the most. Because come next October, October the 14th, I've got to upgrade my computer to Windows 11. So when I need to do that, I will probably stop streaming for about 2 weeks. So I can update it, make sure everything's working, that I've got all my files, yada yada yada. And obviously I'm going to have to pay for Windows 11. So that's also going to be a chunk of money. So I need to see where I'm at financially by October. Because, yeah, it could create some problems. But I did some work on some thumbnails the other day. Read some other ones. I sent one to Kyle and Kyle goes, he goes, part 13? He goes, don't you mean 3? And I said question mark back to him and I was like, what? And he goes, part 3's got tonight, innit? I goes, oh yeah, because I'm on part 13 though, because I'm like well ahead. I said, I've got to be. Because yesterday, which is the day where I normally spend it doing a lot of recordings, I didn't do any recordings all yesterday. I basically just spent it like updating thumbnails and getting some new ones prepared.
Sanctum key.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Oh, it's because my sugar levels are through the roof. It's making me tired.
Mine's just because I haven't woken up yet.
Mine's because I'm not allowed to take my diabetic medicine at present, so...
Even though I've been doing this now, like, what, 9 months, I think? Like full-time sort of thing. I don't know, I'm still not a morning person. Good day, good sirs. Hello, Shreif. And good day to you, good sir. How's things? Not bad, brother. I've just been letting Brett know that I'm now doing some YouTube shorts on YouTube. I've been advised to do it. Been given a bit of advice. So they'll be going up one a day at 12 PM. If it's your type of thing, the playlist will be on the channel main page as well. Some of them will be old ones we've had on the channel before. I'm just basically monetizing them now. And then some will be new ones that haven't been shown up yet. And I'm going to try that until the end of the year and see if that helps the channel at all. If it does, then I'll put all my shorts on YouTube. If it doesn't, then I'll put my clips like back on TikTok essentially. I'll start doing my TikTok. But I'm gonna leave TikTok for the moment. I'm gonna leave a link upon the channel, but I'm gonna leave TikTok as like the content it's got on it. And then I'm just gonna upload all the new content going forward up onto YouTube. I'm just keeping on the same channel though. I'm not making a second channel. I don't want a fucking shorts channel. I want all my content in one place so it's easy to find. I'm only doing a short stream today though because it's my mum's birthday. So we're going out later on. So I'm going to be streaming till like 3 or 4.
Taking her anywhere nice?
She's decided where she's going. She's going to come pick me and Ella up because obviously we don't drive. And then we're going out for a meal at a place that she's chosen. Wrong about, I see Legendary there on the map.
You
But you need to Mama Spectre. I will let her know, buddy. I'll let her know. She's a good egg.
Yes.
And then, as I said, now I'm kind of in a race at the moment, Trafe, against myself in some weird way. I basically got a 12-month window where this is like to try and get my channel off the ground. I've got 12 months. Because I've got up until next September, but maybe next October at the latest. So I'll have to stop streaming for about 2 weeks so I can install Windows 11 and make sure everything's working. Now, if my computer won't work for Windows 11, I don't know why it shouldn't, but if it can't, then obviously I need a new computer, which I definitely won't be able to afford. So I'd have to still use Windows 10 and just risk it and hope that I don't get any viruses on the computer. Stay off any dodgy sites, anything like that. Don't click on any weird links in my emails.
There is a checker you can use now to check to see if you're compatible with Windows 11.
Mine's not at the moment, but it's because I've not turned those things on. Because I've got to go into the BIOS to turn them on.
Well, you
because
can actually check...
the checker only lets you know if they're enabled.
Oh no, what I was on about is you can just look up your motherboard manufacturer to see if it's compatible with your system.
No, I'll check it all out when the time comes. I'm not bothered about it now.
I mean...
End of the day, in my opinion, Windows 11 shouldn't even exist. Because they said they were going to keep Windows 10 and then continually update it. Now, if they needed us to pay for updates once a year, I'd have been fine with that. But it should have remained Windows 10. Windows 11 shouldn't even be a thing. Because they basically lied to us.
Well, come October and you need Windows 11, just let me know because as a student I'll get a severe discount on the.
No, I don't want you paying for things like that, buddy. That's expensive.
No, what I was saying is I get discount on it, so I can give you the discount for it.
How does that work exactly? Because wouldn't you need to like put your code in or something or whatever?
I can just give you the code and just one that you type in or like.
What, and like buy it online? Wouldn't that be weird though, coming from my location rather than yours?
Nope.
Not gonna get yourself in trouble with that shit, are you?
No, I've done it before for my social worker. It works perfectly fine.
Alright, okay.
Harbinger. Don't know where. Just put him.
He's there, I see him. Kill all these things first.
We still haven't killed the boss, and yet we're fully debuilt.
Fucking hell.
Stick in there.
Still being bombed by these goddamn moon spires. Oh. Oh, he's overload fighting as well. Oh, fuck.
Oh, don't worry, I can kill it. Oh,
Oh, no, you can.
no, there's. I had the thing, but I had no items to put into it. But there is another item there that I wouldn't mind seeing in card. Ooh, tomatoes. And the other boss is over here.
I did try Shortster once before, but I don't think I read the full guidelines on them. I mean, most of the one I followed, which was the videos, have got to be under 6 seconds long.
That's a stable, by the way.
Alright, okay.
We were stable before
Ooh.
the bosses.
Purple. But they were under. They've got to be under 6 seconds long to be classed as a short, and then you've got to put hashtag short in both the title and the description. Now, one of the sites I've read, it does say optional, but I'm guessing it helps the algorithm know that it's a short. I don't know. It's weird.
Jesus, that was a lot of. My inventory was nothing but shards.
How did I get 2 of the same legendary?
It can happen.
They wouldn't be bad, but they're both sucking damage. That's the only problem. What's this one? Merophage. +1 to all skills, 10% increased leech rate, 13% less damage taken while leeching, 110% increased damage. When you shatter a two-handed sword while you have Merophage equipped, it absorbs the shards you would gain using them to gain legendary affixes or replace its existing ones. What?
So, we'll have to try that out.
So how the hell? What? So I break the sword and it gets new shit?
So say you've got an equip and you go to the ports and you shatter a purple sword with some nice affixes on it. That sword gains those affixes.
Oh, okay.
It's also two-handed, unfortunately.
Which I use. I use two-handers. It's good for me.
was the one that you got two of?
The Torch of the Pontifex. It's a two-handed mace. There's a lot of fire damage stuff, but it didn't do enough damage for me. Not compared to damage I've got. The damage I'd lose would be massive. Oh, there's one here though. Jasper's Searing Pride, if that's any good for you, Overlord. Two-handed staff. You can block with a staff? What the fuck?
You can block with everything?
No, you can't. It's got to have block effectiveness and block chance. Normally you need a shield to block.
+1 to surge. Unfortunately, I do not use surge.
When you use a melee attack and hit at least one enemy, you gain a stack of Searing Blades for 16 seconds. Each stack of Searing Blades grants +2 melee fire damage.
Spell blade, that's why.
Alright, okay.
Yes.
I shall get rid of it then.
Take care.
Pop one in there. So if I shatter a sword. Does that mean that I will lose the ability that are potentially on here already?
I'm not sure. It says it replaces it. It can gain them or replace. So
That's what I mean.
50.
Because the ones that are
Tried it.
are pretty good.
Tried it with a purple item with nice aspects on it.
Let me try this in place of that. See if this does any good, because this has got +1 to all skills. Does that mean all my skills on here? Or is it these ones? Oh, it's all these ones. Holy shit. Okay. It's all these ones. Alright. So it increased all my skills by 1. That's pretty fucking good. I like that. It's not bad damage. I think the other one might have had more fire damage. This is more physical damage. So Miracle Character won't throw up from all that spinning. I know in real life you can never fight like that. Plus if you were spinning round, all someone's got to do if they're fighting you and you're spinning in a circle is wait until your blade spun past them, and until they can come back round you've got a free stab straight at them. They'd be the easiest person to kill in the world. you never willingly expose your back to your enemy. Oh, the spire's down this way.
Yeah.
Are you going?
There's a path down this way to get to it. I might as well go this way because I don't hope for stability. Some new boot. Oh, Weaver Wool boots. Let's take a look at these guys. Let's put them on to see what we can get off. As well, see if I get some good stats.
What is the leech on this, actually? Does it tell me? Is it classed as a defense? %, 1%. That gives 10% leech rate, it's kind of weird. Alright. Full anyway, durability, on stability.
I was just making sure that there was no doodah.
Doodah!
And yep.
It was like, as well, do you remember Star Wars with
Yes.
General Grievous fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi? And General Grievous has got like 4 lightsabers, he's just spinning round in a thing. The problem is though, because we're spinning them at the exact same speed and the exact same angle, it made his attack predictable. And then Obi-Wan just goes, Hyah! And just takes off an arm. He just waited for the right time. It's like, yeah, because that's going to work against a guy who's like a master of defensive form 4.
Take care.
But I don't know what it's got rid of. Oh, it's got rid of that. Oh, shit, no. No! Well, this one get rid of. What's up with you? You chirping? Why does it always take off something like that? It's fucking annoying. Ooh, hang about. Oh, ooh, look what's up that way. Exalted amulets. And these die a lot faster.
Oh, ice area plus fire.
It's not that because they're all ice creatures. It's just this sword because it does way more fire damage, so they die a lot quicker.
Oh, wonder what affects Weaper soldiers give those boots this time round. Ooh, that's actually quite good. Increased recovery cooldown speed. And another affix. Plus 1 strength.
Ooh, he's a big lad. Who also revives.
Oh.
Look at all these fucking archers. Hello. Ah, there we go.
Yep, I got 4 affixes, but the boots were shit.
Good enough.
It goes plus 2 strength, plus 41 minion dodge rating, 9% cold resistance, and 8% increased recovery speed cooldown.
I've got to get my skills back up to bloody 20 now to get the points that it's taken off me.
Is that sword?
What? What sword?
Whatever took your points off you?
Yeah, the sword had +1 to all skills, and it's... But when you unequip it, it takes off a random skill point. You don't get to choose what. And it usually takes off a one that fucks you over. So it's taking off ones that are really important rather than letting me decide. It should tell me to decide, right, which one are you going to unlearn. But it doesn't, it just takes one off. Or it should take the one off you that you assign when you equip the weapon. But it doesn't do that for some reason. It just takes off a random one, but without breaking a chain. And it's like, ugh.
And the worst thing is, if you're already at 20, you can't go any higher.
I can, because mine's 19 +1. I've still got a ball leading up to it. Because I've got an extra one. Otherwise, I'd just respec and unlearn the one that I don't need.
Ooh. 200 staff.
Hey, the dude's down here, the empowerment dude.
Yep. Oh, it is a good. Ooh.
Ah, they've now gone purple. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it put minion stuff on it? Why?
So I got a 200 legendary staff, +1 to necrotic skills, 24% increased necrotic down. It's definitely for a warlock. A Hungering Souls projectiles are now fired in sequence and can hit all the same targets but deal less damage for sure. And 1% of all necrotic damage leads to stealth.
Yeah, I just got shit, unfortunately. Those two I can use for forging potential, that one I continue to sell. I was hoping the empowerment would give it something good, but it's like, oh no, here you can have minion damage on my Warpath Sentinel. Yeah, that's good. That's one thing that you definitely
you can
do.
put it in your stash and take it out on your other character.
Yeah, but why is he going to use a 200 spear? Use a one-handed and a catalyst. He's trying to keep up his ward, not lose it. And even then, he don't give much to your minions. Gives you like fucking 20 more melee and spell damage. It's not anything that's going to be worth. Whoa! Ow! What the fuck? What the hell was that hit so hard?
Probably.
Jesus! Almost killed me. Took like 70% damage from one attack.
Is that one of the big dudes? Yeah.
Fucking hell. One of those? God damn.
Get out of that circle.
Yeah, it's a circle that fucking hurt me last time.
Yeah. I'm standing at the boss that or the gate thing that we'll have to kill to complete this.
Oh, it's up there. Is that where you are?
Yeah.
There's more legendaries on the way here. What the fuck? Jesus.
I killed a few of the big dudes. Or quite a few of those big dudes, but thankfully the damage they deal is fire based.
Can still fucking hurt you. when he's firing a big goddamn ballista arrow at you. I did watch a short the other day of a guy playing PoE 1. And he literally got killed. And he didn't even know what by. Whatever killed him was off screen, he couldn't even see it. He got one shot. Full health to 0, just dead. And I commented on it, and I said, that's why I stopped playing PoE 1. I said, hopefully PoE 2's better. I said, because anything can one-shot you. When realistically, the only thing that should be able to one-shot you should be like a big act boss. And even then it should be a mechanic that you can avoid. Woo, purples. Bring on them purples. And apparently a set item as well.
I got... Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to... Send you an image, and you're going to tell me what you think it is.
I'm going to tell you what I think the image is.
Yep.
I've got an LP2 legendary. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
That item looks cool, doesn't it?
Do you mean the shield? Was a
It's
weapon.
not a shield.
It is. It's a shield, but it's a weapon. You can use it as a shield.
One-handed axe.
It classes it as an axe, but it's also a shield. Because if you look for some Sentinel builds online, there's a guy dual wielding 2 shields. He's got a shield in his offhand and that in his main hand.
Yeah.
And he's basically just hitting people with shields.
Yeah, empower this just at some stage, and that way if I make one, I have a nice empowered shield. Plus 61 melee damage for shield blast, plus 71 melee damage for shield rush, and increased pop chance. It's like, what is it? You're the juggernaut, bitch?
Essentially. Essentially. We don't need that.
Sucks, I've been in and out of sleep all morning, just
Yes.
because, and all last night I was in and out.
In out of
Jesus,
sleep
difference
or...
medicine makes.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm going to be taking cap nats for the next few days.
My cats do that all the time. Don't worry about it. I've got mana, increased healing, and 40 health. I need health really.
I probably won't be able to do a Warhammer stream on Tuesday, unfortunately.
You mean Monday?
Yes.
Oh right, okay. I can't do Tuesday anyway, because Tuesday at the moment I'm pretty much having to use to catch up my thumbnail stuff, because now I'm designing each new thumbnail with a separate background and stuff, and it's like, oh my god, it takes so much time. And that's why I want to see something more come out of it, because it's frustrating as fuck when you're making all these thumbnails and you're not getting much traction, even though the thumbnails are really good, but they take a lot of fucking time. It's like anything from 30 minutes on the low end to 2 hours on the high end. It takes so much time to make. Because I've got to make all the background transparent on the image I want to use, and then I've got to put that image onto the... in fact, I'll show you one that I did the other day. This one took fucking ages, because I had to do 4 of the fuckers. But I had to copy it around. I'll show it. Let me have a look at it. I'll show you on stream. So I did this one the other day for one of the close to the sun pots coming up. Took so fucking long to make. This part were easy. I copy and pasted this part and then just alter the number. Obviously, I've already got a transparent background on my logo, and then I've got the background set up. But I had to go round this creature, transparent all the background, then copy them in. I had to have 4 different layers, one for each image, so they didn't overlap each other. And then I had to resize them so they fit in there accordingly to make the image work and look. And oh my god, it took so long. It took so fucking long. So when it's like, when I've got a thumbnail like that, and I've devoted that much time to it, I expect it to fucking work. Because it's better than like 99% of the thumbnails fucking out there. It just took so fucking long to make. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, she won't keep us up. What's up? What feeding? Let me do this echo and I'll come to you.
Holy shit. All 3 keys from one chest.
Unless you want to feed him. Well, that's why you feed her. Then she stops being nightmare. She goes on cooldown for a bit. Whoa! Overlord, did you open the chest thing over here?
Yep.
Fuck me, how many keys came out of that?
I got one of every key.
Yeah, I did as well, yeah.
And I found a harbinger down here.
Give me a sec, I'll come to you. I don't know where you are.
Just south.
So where did you put a
Right.
link to your team? Oh, I see you. There you are, I see you.
If you hit tab, you can see everyone, where everyone is on the map.
No, it's only the map you've revealed, isn't it? Oh, hang about, I've
Nope.
got a thing here.
Yeah.
I've got that legendary. What the hell is this thing? Amulet. Fuck it. You're doing Kuchin Bilbo?
I caught her around game.
You used Bilbo as a thing,
bait.
a bait, yeah. She's like, why is he getting cuddles and I'm not?
Yeah, because she's got severe FOMO, bless her. She baby. Yeah, baby.
Fuck on her face.
She's completely pissed off.
She's not, she just looks like, what's happening? No.
Come on then. I know you want to get down. I'll get you down. Just don't struggle. There you go.
Hey, I found Janus wand.
Found Jaina's wand.
Yeah, I sent her. Ah, Oh, cool.
Just saw a wolf there attacking Overlord, like from behind, biting his ass, and then Overlord just like turns around with his fucking laser beam of death and just deletes the wolf. This wolf was there like biting so hard, like trying, and he's like, "Oh, there's something there behind me."
Oh, crap. What the hell hit me there?
Whoa! You just die?
Yeah,
How didn't you have barrier?
I did.
I'm scared about whatever that were then. What the fuck is over there? What killed you?
No idea.
Oh, I don't want to get tagged by whatever that were. Was it something big or something small?
I don't know. I'm back in. The
I know you
boss is
are.
the other way.
I know, I was running that way to see what killed you, see if I can find it. What the fuck?
Stability reached.
Lovely. Pretty sure he's already got one of these, hasn't he? Maybe not. Okay. I'll put that one over here as well then.
I take it you know about configuring your tabs.
I do. That's why I've got these ones here, the separate ones. You probably can't see because it's behind my camera.
Oh no, I'm on about, I know you can have multiple tabs, but did you know you can actually do it so one tab will only accept the keys?
One cable only accept what?
The keys. So
I've
you
on- I've
can
on-
actually set it.
I've only got one for the keys anyway. Got this
Yeah,
one here.
but this means you don't have to keep switching to the tab with the keys in it. It'll automatically put them into that tab.
I'm not bad about that. It takes seconds.
Yeah.
Fucking, if you can't click on something that takes 2 seconds, it's fucking pure laziness.
No, it just means you can just multi-click your inventory and put everything in.
I'm okay. I'm never gonna be that strained for time in my entire life where I'll need to do that. It's a bit OTT.
Might as well just wait for Windows 12 at this stage.
Yeah, but if the date here, if the Windows 11 deadline date is 14th of October, Windows 11 is going to be out a good while longer than that. Because if that's the deadline to get off of Windows 10, they're not going to be bringing out Windows 12 in a year's time. It's going to be a while away. Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, even market-based wise, because some companies might use it right up until deadline. They're not going to then fuck over a company that's technically a partner and investor of Microsoft by saying, oh, release Windows 12, and they've just going to Windows 11. They'd be furious. Of course not going to do that. They're making a business sense.
You might get lucky, they might do another free upgrade thing.
Well, they were free upgrade for Windows 11, but I didn't take it because I didn't want to upgrade at the time, and I had to fuck around with that thing. I didn't want to fuck around with that thing. I shouldn't have to fuck around with that thing. It shouldn't be something I should have to do. I should be able to upgrade to an operating system without having to change anything. I shouldn't have to fuck around with my BIOS and changing shit.
Midge. Hello, Mr. Midge. Goodbye, Mr. Midge. I was running a few dungeons with Soul and Warcraft the other night, so I was.
You go alright?
Yeah, we were literally deleting things. He was tanking and pulling everything, and I was on point with the healing. Oh, prophecy fulfilled, huge idol.
If Saul's tanking, hopefully, if I do return to retail at all, hopefully he can tank and then I can go DPS. And then I can raid lead. I won't have to rely on somebody else to raid lead. So I would have quite happily raid led Denathrius in Heroic, but I couldn't do that while tanking. It was just too much. I had too much to focus on. So if I can get two competent active tanks, I can DPS. So I'm gonna run 4 classes. I'm gonna run Paladin for tank and then Retribution as melee. I've got what the hell? That thing's huge.
It's a Temple Guardian.
I'm gonna run Warrior purely for arms DPS as an alternate melee DPS. I've then got Enhancement and Elemental for both melee and range DPS options, and then I've got Warlock with Affliction and Destruction.
I found out that I seem to do quite well as a healer.
It's fine. And it is, as long as your HPS is not bad, that's what you've got to look at on yours. Because your damage weren't good. I don't know what you were doing with your damage, but your damage, when your damage is lower than the tanks, don't matter what class you're playing, that's bad. The damage should never be lower than a tank. Even the tanks that deal damage, like Death Knights and Demon Hunters, don't do as much damage as a fully fledged DPS. Because they're not designed to. Otherwise, everyone would just play them and not play DPS.
Next week should be the interesting one, the start of the newer, harder dungeons. Saying that, there is one thing I like. So you know the way the whole retail thing they did time walking dungeons.
Yeah, I know, with Chromie.
Yeah, they're bringing those back.
I know.
It's going to be the original OG dungeons.
I know, I've heard.
Mansions.
I'm keeping up to date with it, Overlord, you know. I probably know about most of the stuff before you find out about it. I watch it as it comes out. I'm subscribed to the World of Warcraft channel. So, as soon as it comes upon there, I know about it. I know they're redoing Dead Mines, they're remaking some of the old TU2 sets in better graphics. Believe me. Follow it all.
Oh, you should see how many people have named their that new race. They're starting to create characters and call them Gus because of the new thing that they're bringing out.
What?
Basically the Finthier are getting this new thing called Squadron.
Yeah, I know.
So
But you can fly in a group of 3.
Yeah, so a lot of people are calling their characters Maverick and Goose.
That's what they said in the interview. They said, oh, it's like Maverick and Goose from Top Gun. No, it's not. Because Maverick and Goose, 1, don't fly in a squadron of 3, they flew in a squadron of 2. And also, they're not a fucking dragon.
Yeah, so I reserved 3 names. Maverick, Goose, and Iceman.
Not anything I'm ever playing.
I'm not going to play that race either. I just wanted to take 3 names. Well,
if you're not gonna play them, why would you take those names?
Well, I might. I hate when there's that one odd mob that's just hiding somewhere.
There's one there that I just killed.
I killed 2 down here. Oh, I think I see where it is. think it's down here. Yep, found it.
There we go.
Done. Another quality of life would be anytime you pick up a shard, it automatically goes into the crafting materials thing.
You could, yeah. I mean, clicking transfer though is not hard because some people might want to use it right there and then. It just depends on what they want. Ella,
Oh,
you going out at all?
I've just been out.
Bugger.
Why?
They have no kitchen roll.
That's nice, darling. We'll survive. We've got tea towels.
Thank you, my darling.
You're welcome, my darling. I love you very much.
I love you too. Let me have that.
Like,
Ah,
I'm not that scary.
no, which one you appeared at the side of me?
That's why I went, oh.
And you were scared this morning, my darling.
What's up?
You were scary this morning.
Where at?
Yeah. I turned over to the right hand side and just saw this gaping maw looking at me, and I thought I was going to get eaten. Yeah.
In your bedroom.
Nah, he looks uncomfortable. You want to be up there, big boy?
There you go.
Hey, what's happening?
Got his back legs up. Big baby. I was trying to lift him up on the platter, but he only never did. You know, on his cardboard sheet, he just stands on it like that.
Dude, key dropped over here. In case one dropped for you. Temporal sanctum key. Right where I'm stood.
Nope. I
No?
haven't seen one.
Damn it. Hoping you get one as well, man. Bloody keys are hard to come by.
Oh, I've got a shit ton of them.
I ain't got many temporal sanctum ones. Because I went and upgraded some of my shit to legendaries. Because I had some with legendary potential. I think I still need to do one on this guy. But I think I'm waiting for something. Yeah, I'm waiting for the next... I need to be higher level to do it. Because it's the level 2 version of the dungeon.
My problem is I don't get that many items. The ones I get with legendary potential are all items for class. Oh, Harbinger as well. For this boss, and
Harbinger, where?
then here, other side.
Christ. Intercept. What we got here? Ooh, hang about here. What's this? What do we have here? One to all minions skills. A necromancer ring, that one. I think I've already got one of
And
those ones.
increase mana. Oh, that'll be sexy when it gets empowered. One more time.
Let's have a look.
Oh, 24% chance that you'll hit banish. Crap.
Let's get that one. Yeah. See with that. don't know what I lost. On this one? Not sure. That one I know what I lost. No idea. Good, that's starting to increase. Good, 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 good.
Ability reached.
Nice. Oh, a unique wand.
Ooh.
It's not good for me.
What was the wand?
Abacus rod. Was any good for you? 54 spell damage, 2 to rune bolt, whatever the hell that is.
No. Yeah, that's a different version.
Yes.
Oh. Look.
Take care.
Probably one of the worker spells that they have, just because you can't guarantee the hell it's going to hit.
It's kind of like using a vortex spell in Warhammer. Spitters! The old spooders! Oh bugger, get me out of those things. Yeah, it's one thing Matrix was talking about the other day when we were on a previous stream, and he was saying in those videos, he goes, you talk too much. I goes, I'm raid leading, dude, you've got to talk when you're raid leading. It's like it's not an option. You don't talk, then nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. And they don't know if to be aware or not. So like your players aren't switched on. Sometimes having someone tell them what to do, they then do it. They kind of like go into like a highway hypnosis. But yeah, as a tank, he's not wrong. Where like Max had said from Liquid, it's the worst spot to raid lead from, and he's right. It is. I mean, melee DPS you might get away with, but melee DPS is also not great. That's the second worst spot. Really, you should be range DPS or a healer if you want to raid lead. That's why if you ever watch like Max when he's raid leading for Liquid or Scripe for Echo, they're always watching the point of view of range DPS and healers. They've got like 4 or 5 different points of view, and it's always range classes that are stood further back, because you can see all the mechanics in the bulk of the players. When you're right up in the boss's face, even if your camera's zoomed out, you can't see as much. And then not if you're like phase 1 with Denathrius, where you're backed up against the wall and you can't see shit with your camera. But I think, yeah, it'll give me a chance to play a little bit of ranged. I've played Elemental a bit before. I've not really played Warlock, so I could play Affliction or Destruction on Warlock. It's something I could definitely try and do. That'd be for retail, though, obviously. For Classic, I can probably tank, in all honesty, because Classic's not that hard. Oh, I've got a challenge for these now, have I? Alright, okay.
Oh.
Bastard's trying to snipe me while I'm just picking up my gear. Cheeky fuckers. Why did I only get 3 items? Was one yellow? No, one might be in yellow.
And that's us civilized.
Does me. Arena key, yes. I only seem to see arena keys in these monolith webs though. I don't see any of the other key options at all. It's always the arena keys. It's like if you could get these other keys in the monolith webs, then you could farm them a bit easier, because then if you complete it, you're guaranteed a key.
I have 16 temporal sanctum keys.
I've got 4.
But I don't have anything with legendary potential on it.
I've got some legendary potential, but as I said, I've got to be high level to do the... because what difficulty of the dungeon are you on? Because I linked to more than last Epoch the other day. Because you've got the benefits, pros and cons, and some of them specifically target certain items in your set.
Yeah.
Where, like, you can't get armor sets on any of them.
Unfortunately for me, the item that I really want, I have to do a certain timeline.
No, but I mean, like, the level of your dungeon, because dungeon's got 4 levels, hasn't it? And the arena's got 4 levels and then infinite, but the infinite's more for leaderboards. It's not for, like, getting more gear. But the 4th level is always level 100, it's at the cap. The levels before it, I think one's 92, one's 95, one's 90. I can't remember what the other one is. It'll be up there, I think it's 88. Something like that. And they're all quite high. So, like, if you're not at those levels and the buffs the creatures have got on them, you can get deleted by just regular group of creatures. They can fuck you up. Seem to be a bit careful and not devil may care with it. Because I went into Temporal Sanctum on this guy for tier 2. But for the tier 2, I'm not ready for it. And my level I was at the time. So I got deleted. It was by the boss that killed me. But just I knew I weren't going to be able to kill her. She was doing way too much damage. Oh yeah, I can do this.
Yes.
What time do you have to start getting ready to head out?
Well, as I said, I'm going to stream till 3 or 4. I'm not streaming later than 4. So I'm going to stream till 4 at the latest, regardless.
Yes. Don't lose your way.
The fuck? You know, there's all these mobs here that you're just leaving and running past here, Overlord?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm killing. I'm igniting them as I go.
Yeah, but that's not killing them. Actually, make sure they're dead. Don't leave living enemies behind you.
Oh, you're coming up behind. You can finish them off.
Oh, yeah, I see. The fuck? A lot of pigeons just come out of nowhere.
Level 85.
Congrats. What the hell? What the fuck? I don't think I'm reading that. No. Also no. Right, give me a sec, we'll do a second one. I'm just gonna go to the toilet a second. What's up with you? Beanie. What?
Have you heard about this referee in this fucking football game in Brazil?
There was something that flagged up on my screen the other day, but I didn't click it. I just saw the headline. It said a bad day for either sports or women's sports or something.
No, that would have been something different. Apparently this guy in Brazil is refereeing this soccer game. He's 30 years old and he sent off this player because obviously he's done a foul or whatever, right? So he sent off this player. He's 31, this player. He squared up to the referee, started a fight with him. So the referee...
That's the way to keep him bored from sports.
The referee's punched him, but then the guy who was the soccer player pulled out a knife, stabbed the referee several times, and he's died on the way to the hospital, right?
Fucking hell.
So then the family and friends who have then found out that he died on the way to the hospital that were at that soccer game, because obviously
Was this like a pro match?
yeah,
So it was a footballer who had a knife on him.
not a clue. But this gets worse. The soccer player who stabbed the guy and obviously killed him has then been bombarded by the family and friends.
That's right, it should be.
No, listen. They've then stoned him, decapitated him, and then pulled his limbs off his body with no equipment, with their sheer strength.
Probably a bit excessive, but the guy probably deserved to die because he's a murderer.
Yeah.
It's an eye for an eye.
Yes, well, exactly.
What have I said to you?
A life for a life.
What have I said to you? You can't murder a murderer.
No.
Because then all you do
No,
is get justice for the victims.
Yeah, that's it.
You can't murder a murderer. It's not something.
But, yeah, Well, obviously, yeah, because the fact that he's carried a knife on him is really, really, like, really, really bad.
That's the reason they call it professional sports.
But this is the
It's
thing.
supposed to be a professional on and off of you.
It's flagging up now in the media, 11 years after. It happened in 2013.
Wait, is that bad? Families now are done breathing.
I know. I'll get that either.
Forgot Mr. Current Affairs.
They're nice.
Like, if it happened 11 days ago, or 11 hours ago, different
So,
story.
yeah, then you
But
understand.
even 11 weeks these days is pushing it.
I've only got up to that point, but we shall see.
Well, it's 11 years old now and it's out of date to fuck. Guy's dead and buried.
I still want to hear about it, kind of.
Ooh, that's a creepy map start.
Yeah, see that with like a weird hand thing?
Yeah.
Like upside down hand. I looked at that, I was like, hang about. I saw the hand and I was like, hear the call of Kel'Thuzad. That's basically what it looks like. It looks like fucking Kel'Thuzad's hand.
With this power, I am unstoppable.
That fucking golem didn't want to die.
Yeah, they take half damage, and that's it done.
Lovely. Let's go kill the guy with the spear that thinks he's a god. Here he is. Oh. Oh, ha.
I like the triangle of them, doesn't it get easier? Oh, he landed right on the edge of my exploding room.
Ooh.
I will burn brighter than Ryan himself.
You all don't want to shove my flaming sword up your ass.
You're just a human. A worm. I was supposed to be a
How is he still talking? He's dead. Shut up. Yeah, go with that one. Fuck it. You see how long that guy was talking after he died? It's like, what the fuck? You did not want to be quiet, that one. What am I doing? Sell that one, sell it. Gambler dude is over here.
I'm probably going to drop out here because I need to take another wee nap.
Go for it, brother, if you're tired. Thanks for coming and joining me, I appreciate it.
So much the part is it's a sugar crash because my sugar levels are so high.
Believe me, I understand. I've had it before where I've not had enough sugar in my system, and then all of a sudden it's just like I bottomed out, and I felt like I've been awake for a week, and I just literally my headache pill on, I'm gone, with like a light switching off.
Oh, mine's the other one. If my sugar levels get high, that's when I crash.
No, my sugar levels are high. I'm wired like a fucking kite.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Have a good one, brother. Take care of yourself.
I'll try.
I'm fucking knackered. Bless him.
So much sugar in my system, my body just wants to...
Go sleep. Go get back in your coffin.
Often.
Yeah, Matrix likes his coffin. Weird thing that you can get coffins as beds as well. It's kind of odd.
I've thought about doing that a couple of times. Just to freak out my...
You invite like a friend over and be like, yeah, look at I got.
But make sure it's a double-sized coffin, just in case I have to load over.
Fucking Christ. Imagine the size of that fucking lid on it though. What the shit? Ah.
3,300 pounds.
What's that, sorry?
Our coffin bed? 3,300.
3,300? I'm sure you can get them cheaper than bloody that. Fucking Christ. Ooh, that one's got a lot of health on it though. Oh, I did minion damage though. No! Why minion damage on a character that don't have minions? Fuck. What if I can remove an affix and put something else on it?
You can, but you can't guarantee which affix it's going to remove.
It's just random.
It's random, and then there's the fact that you've also got the problem where it ruins the forging potential of the item as well.
Well, you're going to be forging it to add on more affix when you remove the one you don't want, aren't you?
The problem is sometimes if it removes one, it takes your forging potential to 0.
It might do, yeah. Obviously, you can use glyphs as well to try and prevent that. Because I've done some forging myself.
Right, goodbye.
Have a good one, buddy. Sometimes in these with forging potential, you've just got to risk it for a biscuit, I think. It's all the RNG stuff, but it's a matter of you've just got to think, right, well, see like this ring, these gloves could be quite good. They've got increased critical strike chance, which is good. A lot of health, which is also good. Health regeneration is actually not good for me because of my armour, because I don't regenerate health. So that one's actually useless while I've got the armour on. But if I ever get rid of the armour, that'll be useful. But the 21% increased minion damage is never going to be useful for me on this build, because I don't have any minions. So if I could get rid of it and put something else on there, almost anything else would be more useful than that. Ideally, I'd want something that either gives physical damage or fire damage, or increased ignite chance or bleed chance or endurance threshold, you know, something that's more specific to my particular build. But I think sometimes you've got to risk bricking an item to hopefully get a much, much better one. Because the Temporal Sanctum is kind of weird. Temporal Sanctum is... it's a way to get legendaries, but it's very RNG, because you've got to take an item with legendary potential on it, which can be between 1 and 4, and then you've got to take a purple item, so an exalted item, that's got at least 4 affixes. If it's got less than 4, you can't use it. It has to have at least 4 affixes as a purple item. And then it destroys the purple item and puts some of those stats onto the legendary item, but you don't know which stats it's going to put on. So like that one that I just got there then, if I wanted to use that, that's got 4 affixes. It's got the 289% increased necrotic damage, the 16 melee cold damage, the 57% increased stun chance, and the 63% chance to ignite on hit. They're the 4 stats it needs. If it had only 3, I couldn't use that at the Temporal Sanctum. So you need to have at least 4 affixes for it to be used there. Like that one, it's only got 3. So that one I actually couldn't take to the Temporal Sanctum to use. So that one I'm better off just destroying it and getting affixes from it. I can't use that at the Temporal Sanctum to improve a legendary. Improve a unique to a legendary. But even then, when you do take something, it's like you don't know off that what you're going to get. If you only want, say, 2 of the things out of the 4, you might not get the ones that you want. So you're always taking a risk with it. And then obviously it uses or wastes a Temporal Sanctum key. When you've got a lot of keys, a different story, but since you can't farm the keys like you can the arena ones have got their own set things for them in other monoliths. The other ones haven't. Well, the arena one's not bad. It can get you a lot of items. I'd rather have more Temporal Sanctum keys than the arena keys. But even then, you need a decent legendary as well, because legendary needs to have legendary potential. It can't not have any. It can't be something that's got Weaver's Will, and it needs to be a good base legendary for you to use, which some legendaries are just complete garbage. Some just aren't really worth using. So this one, it's got 420 armor, 13% endurance, 66% increased fire damage. It's quite nice. 6% increased mana, 2 to vitality, which is even more health. 75% increased armor, so you get more armor, and 103 health. So that one's actually one of the best ones I've seen yet to compete with that sort of one. That one's going to have a lot more armor, because you get 3 lots of armor on that one piece. 87% reduced bonus damage from critical strikes, which is always nice. And then a 15% less damage taken while wielding a 2-handed melee weapon, which I've always got for this build. 39% increased melee damage and then 31% increased health. So I get more damage again and more health, and then some lightning resist. But with that one you don't regenerate health. But I get all my life back through leeching anyway, through like dealing damage. But 2 very good pieces of armour there. I mean, I wonder if that one... We'll have a look at something, we'll test something. Let's have a look at something. Right, so armour is currently at 2,079. Actually goes up by a hell of a lot. What the fuck? What? Alright, okay, never mind. So armor went from 2079 to 2619. I didn't think that'd be a thing. Mana's gone up to 240. Obviously now I will take 87% more bonus damage from crits because I don't have that. And I will take 15% more damage even though I'm wielding a two-hander, because that's part of that particular item. Health has gone down, not up. So armor's gone up, but health's gone down. But yeah, I need my health high because I don't have any ward on this type of build on this character. You won't do on most Sentinels, I don't think. Sentinels are gonna be like health holes. You're gonna want a lot of health. When you're fully tricked out with all your talent points and stuff at 100, you're probably gonna be. I think you're gonna be looking between 2,800 to 3,500 health. You're gonna be in that ballpark. And then hopefully from that, you can't get one shot, apart from by the big bosses. And then it's got to be like a one shot of ability that you've just got to avoid. It's a matter of if you don't get out of the way faster, if you just did it. I don't know how I feel as well about the, you know, with the new raiding system in World of Warcraft, where you need just 2 tanks now. And then tanks have got their own mechanics, they've got to swap if there's some sort of debuff or something, so it wears off on one. I don't know how I feel about just 2 tanks. Because that means that's going to be the least played class in any raid. For example, when you were playing in vanilla, you had 6 to 8 tanks in every single raid. We used to have as many tanks as we had healers. Because you'd have 1 healer per 5 people, you used to have 1 tank per 5 people. So you're talking a 40-man raid. Or you had like 4 in a 20-man raid. And you needed them in some cases as well. Because like if you were on like Veil of Strazz the Corrupt, on him you'd need it could put this burning adrenaline thing on you, and it could randomly just basically one-shot a tank. Now, the thing is you couldn't really plan for it, even with add-ons, tactically, because it was RNG on when it would kill your tank. It could kill them very fast, or it could, you know, take the entire fight and you might be okay. But then you also had fights like the 4 Horsemen. 4 Horsemen needed 2 tanks on every single Horseman, and you had 4 of them. So you needed 8 tanks. So it was a more interesting time with some variety in there where you did need more tanks for it. Where now you just need the 2 and then the 1 you've always needed per dungeon. I mean, maybe I suppose I can see in some cases why Blizzard have done it that way. Because it's like, you only take 1 healer in a dungeon group. You only take 1 tank in a dungeon group. If you've got a raiding guild set up where you're just doing 1 raid, like 1 big raid, you're probably only going to have 2 tanks really in your guild, and then you might have 2 people who've got a tank as a secondary character who can fill in case one of the tanks can't make that raid or they're off sick or whatever. So you might have basically 2 primary tanks and then 2 people who can fill into tank if needed. But they'll usually probably be a DPS person, because you can't afford to then lose a healer for the sake of a tank. Where people can fill into a DPS role so much more easily, because it's the bulk of every raid in every dungeon. So it's weird. It's weird, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, there were, I suppose, a lot of instances where you didn't need. Basically, your 8 tanks on a boss. Most bosses didn't require 8 tanks. I mean, I solo tanked Karazhan back in Burning Crusade. Obviously, that was only a 10-man raid, but I basically solo tanked that. There was me, I think there was 2 healers, and then 7 DPS. Just thought what I can do with those. Keep those in case we get any legendary armour, because then I can always use these to create a unique armour. Then I can create a legendary. Yeah, they both got 4. Okay. But then again, I suppose as well, thinking about it, the tanks. This is more my opinion, but generally from what I've seen and what I've experienced, tanks have the second hardest role in a raid, other than a healer. Healers have always said have got the hardest role because they've got to keep themselves alive, as well as everyone else. See, you can sometimes get a lot of people who play like complete morons, and then they rage at the healer when they die, but they're studying something because they're a fucking idiot. So it's to me, it's always the healers have got the hardest job and require the most skill to play. Then the tanks and the DPS are the least skilled, require the least stuff. Because DPS have all got to do the DPS mechanics to some degree. So they've all got to learn them, and that's going to be the vast majority of your raid. You're always going to have, like, in most cases, well, if it was Mythic, if we were basing it off Mythic, start of a T, you're gonna have more healers because you're gonna have less gear. So you're probably gonna have 5 healers in your 2 tanks. So you've got 7. So you've got 13 DPS. So you're gonna have 13 to 14 DPS all the time. So it's well over half of your raid. And obviously you've got to have some DPS that can put out, you know, some tasty damage. Absolutely a thing. But they've also got to do mechanics. It's no good if they die all the time and can't do shit. That fucking thing keeps spawning skeletons. No, we don't want that. That's crap. They've called it the Skittering Gate. So the Skaven have something, a teleportation device called the Skitter Gate. Fucking Imperial Watchers. Ah, stop firing at me. God damn, this takes some killing some of these. And then again, they've got 30% more health. So, why am I not surprised by that? I think this is kind of what they've done now with dungeons in World of Warcraft. They've basically done it now where there's no longer affix-like abilities that like rain shit down on you or whatever. It's now just basically we're increasing the health and damage of all the mobs. So it's now basically they're just tougher and they deal more damage, which is more like an ARPG thing, which is something I can more get behind. I just think personally though, just buffing the creatures like that, that's what the difficulties do anyway. So like going from normal to heroic to mythic, the bosses and the mobs both get more health, more damage. So then all you're doing is putting extra affix in for Mythic Plus where they get even more health and more damage. I don't think that's very inventive at anything. That it's a bit shit, if anything else. It is a bit shit. That's why I think they should really put in more mechanics. Don't do anything to the trash packs. Leave them as they are. Just let them scale up to whatever they're going to scale to for more health and damage. Because you can't have an infinite scaling system for health and damage anyway. Because there's going to come to a point where your gear won't be enough, and the creatures are going to kill you. But one thing that you could do that could allow people to scale a lot further would be adding abilities on the bosses, but just on the bosses. Leave the trash packs alone completely. Nobody cares about buffing fucking trash. You know, the trash for a reason. Trash shouldn't be made harder. That's not something people fucking want. Same in raids, for that matter. Like, I know some trash packs can be deadly, they might have like 1 minute in it that's really fucking nasty or something, but no one cares. The trash packs shouldn't be an issue. The bosses should what's tuned nicely, where the attention to detail and the mechanics should go in. People want decent boss fights. Probably anything from, say, I know at one point they had a boss fight in Mr. Pandaria. I think it was one of the Shars, and that was a 25-minute boss fight, which would have been brutal. So imagine if you got to 20 minutes and you're wiped, and then you've got to redo that shit all over again. That's a long time to be in a boss fight. I think the ceiling should be 15 minutes, max. But there should be somewhere between, say, I'd say anything from 7 minutes up to 15. That's something like Mythic. Obviously, normal and heroic, you might have some that are like 5 or 6 minutes on the lower end. But then, not any lower than 5, otherwise it's a bit too short. You're same level as me. This is my second character, this one. My main character is my Necromancer. I'm just chilling out on him, just trying to get him some better gear. But I've got to level him up as well, because I need to get him better loot. It gets slower. Yeah, I know it does. I know it does, buddy, believe me. These taking ages to fucking level up as well. I use the Berserker Totem build. I've got a Warpath build that I made myself. A Warpath Fire build. But my build also focuses around Javelin. Because basically I can cast Smite for free with my Warpath and my Javelin. My Javelin basically throws down the totem, and it has a 100% chance to cast Smite every second. So I basically just get Smites for free, and Smites do an absolute shit ton of damage. So Smite's doing like 9,300 damage, and it doesn't cost me anything. I don't actually directly cast Smite at all. I just use my things. Upheaval tokens. Totems are a different class, aren't they? Are they the the druid guy, the one that can transform into fucking animals and shit, or can summon animals. It is, yeah. I ain't got one of those. I've only got 2 characters. I've got my Warpath Sentinel and I've got my Necromancer. My Necromancer is a full minion Necromancer, so he's got all minions. He hasn't got any of the abilities, just minions. As Necromancer should have, to be fair. So I've got a lot of badass, really strong minions. But mana is quite low at 172. It depends on if you're mana heavy though, because obviously some builds aren't mana heavy. Like this build is quite mana heavy. Obviously I have more health as a sentinel, because I'm trying to get to like, I'll probably have about 3,000 health when I reach level 100. That's what I'm going to be roughly about. But I'm going to have loads of health and no barrier. Like on my Necromancer, I've got like 76 health, but I've got 3,500, 4,000 barrier. So I've got a lot of ward. There were one that I saw actually other day for a primalist. You see how this one here says -3 melee attack mana cost? There was one on there for totems that was minus so much mana for the totems. So maybe something like that would help with the totem build. I think it was like -5 mana per totem or something. So basically your totems cost less. Well, in this case here, my ward is basically, this is free, essentially. It currently costs 1 because I equipped a sword that had +1 to all skills. And when I unequipped it, I don't know why it does this, it took 1 off of that. With that on, my warpath is free. Hi, Matrix. How you doing, brother? Oh, one just woke. He just woke up, you lazy fucker. I'm not on for too long today anyway, because it's my mum's birthday. So I'm only streaming till like 3 or 4. So I'll be going out in a bit for some food. Basically, I leech life through totem damage. I have +2 land to magic, which I can drop off launch, which is 100k damage, which is not bad. Not at all. It's very good. Whenever I play an ARPG, I never look at guides for builds. I always want to make my own, and then see if I can make it work. And then if my build's bad and I struggle on the late game stuff, I'll then look at ways to tweak it for a guide. But usually I build pretty decent builds. I've been doing it since Diablo 2 days. Yes, 73. What is this? A mage relic. Ugh. It's no good to know that I'll be selling. See that one there? -4 spell mana cost. Oof. A struggling boss fight against Rye. Rye, you've got to be careful of. The weird thing were, I killed him the first time on my Sentinel, but I died 4 times on my Necromancer. And it's purely because I weren't moving out of those wedges. Those wedges were really fast. I was running around the outside. So minions were basically just tanking him and killing him. And I kept getting caught by those bloody wedges, and those wedges one-shot me. What's this guy got? What the hell is that? No shit. Endurance, physical resistance is not bad. 39% increased void damage, 4 health on kill. Void damage zone, not what I need. No, banish. A lot of shit, really. Same, I'm only struggling because my totem build doesn't have sprint speed, so you can imagine my pain with Rive is awful. I don't have any sprint speed on my Necromancer. All you've got to do is, if you haven't got sprint speed, stay closer to the boss, and then when the wedges pops up, you haven't got as far to move. That's what I did, and I killed him the first time I did it. You've just got to stay closer to the boss. Because then when he pops up those like 4 wedge areas, you just move into the segment they're not. But you've got to stay fluid. Because he'll cast it like 3 or 4 times. And that's what caught me off guard. That's what got me. I got killed by it a few times with Necromancer. Because I wouldn't expect him to cast a sim ability again straight away. And I was like, fuck! And then I was in an area where I couldn't move out of and I was just dead. Because my Necromancer has no way to like, he ain't got like a traversal skill. Like this guy's got his traversal skill, he's got his Q. So he can get out of there. And while he's traversing, he's also immune. So I don't take any damage even if I get caught in something. Yes, more health and threshold is what we want. Definitely. That one gives health as well. That one gives more health. We've got a few ways here to increase more health. What we need, definitely. Necrotic resistance, where does that sit at? Oh, necrotic resistance, yeah, could do it going up, fucking hell. 17%. Ugh.
Yes. Take care.
What's the other one that we've got? We've got one. Do you have any idea how much Gladiator Helmet Legendary has blind? Not a clue, buddy. Not a clue. Is that something you get from the arena, I'm assuming? I'm assuming by the name of it. Is that like an arena thing? That one can go to that second build for when I make the Shield Sentinel. Arena Gladiator Legendary Helmet. I can't say I have. Have I come across one of those at all? I don't think I have. So I've got these two here. Let's go more mana on it. What's this? Level 76. One thing I'm bothered about with these, right? You know these keys that you get on the monoliths? Why is it they always give you arena keys? Why don't any of them give you like Temporal Sanctum or the Bastion thing? Why do they always give you arena keys and nothing else? It's almost like you can't farm them. You can't farm the other keys. You just got to get lucky and hope they drop. But you've got these where you're guaranteed to get a key as an echo reward. I don't get it. Why is the arena so special that it gets you can farm keys? Arena keys are best used to craft legendary potential items. I have loads of them. But you don't craft them though with it. It drops a lot of gear, I admit. But you craft your legendaries from the Temporal Sanctum. Because you take legendary potential, don't you? And then you take an exalted item that's got all these 4 affixes. And then you smash them together. It destroys the purple item and applies some of those affixes to the legendary. I'd rather have Temporal Sanctum keys. They're much more useful.
Stand down or die.
Let's do Mr. Mage. Is a jumpy, slippery bastard, this one is. There we go. A rune of research. Seals an experimental affix on the item. Ooh. Yes, I'll have some more of those. Oh god, they suck ass. Holy monkeys. Sometimes I don't even see some of these creatures on the map. I swear they just spring up out of the fucking ground because I don't even see them. Like these things I can see, and that thing. But some of the smaller things, sometimes I don't even see them, they just come out of nowhere. Oh. That was it, that one thing. I was like, okay, is there more coming? Just one thing stood there throwing things at me. I have 100 potential on my Dark Shroud of Cinders. I think I've had that item before. I've not had a legendary potential one though. I've just recently got my first LP2. So I've got legendary potential to, I think, is it a ring or a belt I've got? No, I can't remember. Legendary potential 2. Does it mean you can do the thing at the Temporal Sanctum twice? Or does it mean you get better stats? Or better affixes? Because it goes up to LP4, right? So does it mean you can do it twice? Or that you get better stats? I can't remember which one it is. It's one of those two, isn't it? Because like, this one's got legendary potential 1, my weapon. And I'm going to go and upgrade this at some point. But I can't remember if it means I can... Obviously with that I can do it once. But if I had like a Legendary Potential 2 of that, could I do it twice or just get more stats, better stats or whatever? Or better affixes, whatever the hell it wants to call them. I think so. I haven't tried it myself, but I'm sure you could do. So it might be I can do it twice. Right. I wonder how that's going to work then, because surely you'd get an obscene amount of affixes on your item. And you need 4 affixes on the exalted item to use it anyway at the Temporal Sanctum. If the exalted item you've got's only got 3 or 2, you can't use it. It's got to have at least 4 affixes as a purple. I like this game, I'll be honest with you. One of the best ARPGs I've played in a long fucking time. Because my favourite ARPG of all time was Diablo 2. This is better than Diablo 2. I didn't play Diablo 3 because it was a load of garbage. The storyline straight away. Not playing Diablo 4 either. I played Path of Exile, but I didn't like pretty much everything could fucking one-shot you. Sometimes you couldn't even see the creature on the screen. So I'm hoping Path of Exile 2 will be better. I'm going to try that out. But I'm still going to play Last Epoch. I like Last Epoch. Temporal Sanctum Key. Yes. Fear the Warpath Paladin. Though Shrape is right, if you were spinning around like this in real life, you'd be sick as a dog after like a few minutes. -3 spell mana cost again. Ever get anything Last Epoch? That's very rare. Don't show it off because it's a toxic community that will get your account banned. On the site early, the devs early test realise of the game. They ban your account for getting a rare item? I don't understand. Why would that even be a thing? Surely the devs though have some sort of like, I don't know, checking procedure to check why you're being reported. Make sure it's not a false report. I don't think I've got anything really rare anyway. I'm not high enough level. None of my characters are in level 100 yet. I'm pretty sure they only do that though on the seasons, don't they? Because mine's not a like a cycle character. Mine's just an online character. Mine's not in like any ladder of anything like that. It's really weird that people do something like that. It's really fucking strange. So if you get really rare items, there's toxic clans on the game that target the accounts of people with ultra rare items. It's believed to be a Korean gaming clan based in South Korea. Well, they're not on my server, so that won't be an issue. I'm on Western Europe, so they're not going to be bothering me. They're not even going to be on my server. So they physically can't even issue a report on my account. They'd have to be on my server to even attempt to do so, and I'd have to be online for them to do it. And I'm not on, you know, the cycle, what do they call it? The fucking, let me have a look. I'll leave this to show you. because their clan is global networked, if you get my gist. I can understand that, but it won't really work if they're primarily based in North Korea, because then devs are going to pick up on the fact that these reports are all coming from these same people. So mine's not a cycle character. Mine's a legacy character. So I'm not part of the cycle. I mean, if they're really toxic and the clans are probably doing the cycles, they're not going to care about somebody doing legacy, because it doesn't mean anything. It's just that. I've got my level 81 Necromancer and my level 73 Paladin. I don't, you know, I'm not bothered about the cycle shit. Heard the clan's working next to the Americans. Really weird though, I'll be honest. You wouldn't think you'd try and target somebody as well who's... Well, they'd have no way of knowing if it's somebody who doesn't stream. So really they can only target streamers. Or maybe YouTubers if they show it in a video. But if it's in a video and it's a YouTuber or a streamer, they can just use that video to show the devs to get their account unbanned. Because they've got physical evidence live on stream or live in the video. So it'd be a really fucking stupid thing to do. All you'd do is cause them a minor inconvenience before they get their account back. You're not going to stop them playing the game. I found it all put on early dev testing. I'm sure the devs will have come up with something with that if they haven't already. It'll be really weird. Because otherwise it punishes people for basically making any content about their game. Obviously if you're not making content about the game, there's no way for them to know you've got a really rare item. Because they can't find that out without hacking your account. In which case then they're also breaking the law. Some of the devs are not that nice, to be honest. I'll be honest. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's always going to be the case with some people, isn't it? Not everyone's going to be nice. But obviously, if people get banned from their game for, like, illegitimate reasons, it's going to create a bad rapport with your game, isn't it? So they're not going to look very good if it gets released that they're letting people get banned for false reasons. And the devs aren't helping the person who got banned for a fake reason. Some of the developers are based in South Wales and North Wales. Well, I live in England, but I don't live in Wales. I don't think that's a reason for them to not be nice, though. I've met people from Wales and they've been okay with me. Makes you wonder as well what would be the reason for them to get you banned, because it's not like it's an e-sport. It's not like they get any advantage from it. It's not like playing like League of Legends or CSGO or something like that. What would be the purpose for them to get you banned? I mean, maybe if there's like some sort of race in the cycle, but again, then that's got to be if it's a cycle character. Otherwise, I don't understand what they'd get from that. It'd be kind of weird. It's not like you're ever going to compete with that person. Played early develop access and got a rare item, which is a 1% drop rate. Immediately got my account got pepper reported by them all. Is that because it was on the early access or something though? Something weird like that? Because I've not seen or heard anything about that while it's been like a live game. It might have just been early access then, but I won't worry too much about it. Still shit it happened to you though. You have my sympathies there. Especially when it's in early access. What's like, what do they get from that in early access? Actually, early access you got a rare item. Why the fucking hell would they want to ban you for that? It's fucking weird. It was dev's private server. Basic developers use a private server. Oh, right. If you're on something like that, then different story. But you won't get that on the live servers, I don't think. They'd find that really hard. 'Cause even if a bunch of people report you, they've got to have a reason to report you. Otherwise, imagine if this toxic clan reported every player in the West. They could ban every account. The player base would be gone overnight. You know what I mean? So they've got to draw a line in the sand somewhere and say, well, no, this can't be right. And they will have ways to check it. I went for a job interview for Blizzard to become a games master for World of Warcraft. And in the game, although they're not watching you as it happens, if say something happens and you got reported before it became like an automated system, they can check anything. Even as far back as a couple of years ago. They can check every text log, every /say, everything that happens within their game, they can check it. People think that's why America got cyber-attacked in 2018. I mean, it could get cyber-attacked for any reason, dude. It could get cyber-attacked from one of its own people. Could be some fucking, hacker in his fucking garage or his attic or something, fucking just dicking around. Remember that thing recently in news? I read about it. When it's something to do with... I want to say Grand Theft Auto, but I could be wrong. And the guy hacked the game, and he said he'd do it again. So the judge gave him a prison sentence, and then made it so he can't use a computer for like the next 15 years after he gets out of prison as well. If he's caught using any kind of computer, I think other than a mobile phone, he basically can get put back in prison. Grand Theft Auto episode of Liberty City, talking about the Geo Hot. I don't know if it were Grand Theft Auto. It might have been, but there were a kid that hacked the game and did something fucking weird, and basically he's been punished for it heavily. I think the main reason he's being punished for it, as well, as bad as he is because he said, I'm not going to change. I'm going to hack it again. So because he said that, the judge has been really, really harsh with him, which he deserves, because he's been a dickhead. It was just one kid as far as I'm aware, just one guy. Just one guy being a knobsack. I mean, if you're going to say to a judge, I'll do it again because I can, what does he expect to come from that? Or the judge is going to be like, well, no you're not, because you're going to go to prison. And then you can ban from using computers for the next decade and a half after you get out. Now, he's the kind of dickhead that might just go out and buy a computer anyway. Does he not think they're going to be watching him? What do you think cybercrime divisions are for? It doesn't matter what they use, they can still find you. It's like that guy who hacked into Bill Gates' house. Bill Gates' house years ago was run by a Linux operating system. And his house was fully automated. And a guy hacked into his house and locked him inside his house. And so Bill Gates got on the phone and contacted some engineers at Microsoft HQ. They found out who the guy were. They released a lockdown on his house. And then he went to this guy's house with these two big fucking muscle-bound fucking hulks. And basically Bill Gates said to this guy, you're going to work for me and make sure what you did can't happen again, or these two are going to beat the fuck out of you. And basically this guy was like, okay. And now he's like, he gets paid like fucking $1 million a year or something stupid. It was so funny. And it's like, why would you look the richest, most powerful man at the time in his fucking house? What did you think was going to happen? If the guy wants to, he could probably make you disappear. There's some people you fuck with and some people you don't. And that's one of the people that you don't fuck with. It's like them, the biggest group at the moment, these are like your world quality like hackers, is Anonymous. Anonymous, they're not people that you fuck with. They're just not. They're not people that you mess with. They can do a variety of damage even to governments. I mean, they recently, I think they attacked, was it they hacked Sony or something? I want to say. I think it was Sony. I think Sony got hacked by Anonymous for something. And it's like, as good as your cyber security is and your cyber defense, if it's all digital, these guys have got the skills, the equipment, and the patience. And patience is one of the most important things, because they've got the time to figure out a way around or through your system. And with that, they can do almost anything. Now, all the things you can't really access online are things like nuclear weapons. Because nuclear weapons, you have to physically have someone at the terminal in the facility to do a 2-man key turn to activate a nuke. You can't do that over a computer system. You need to physically have someone there. So that's something that like can't be breached by hackers. For obvious reasons. Because if they could be, you'd have some psychopath that'd probably fucking try and do it. And could result in ending the fucking world. Personally, I think Lizard Squad's top. People think Bill Gates is the leader. Which I think so as well. I'll be honest with you, I've never even heard of them. I've heard of Anonymous, I've never even heard of them.
Yes.
To me, it sounds like a bunch of organised scalers. I don't know who they are. Well, are they linked to like a game? Is it like a dinosaur game group or something that like hack things as well? There was a war between Anonymous and Lizard Squad.
Take care.
I don't recommend going to war with fucking Anonymous. Definitely not. Anonymous brother points to NASA, though, because someone found a data leak that pointed towards Luxembourg under the name Carl Cassington. What is that, like an employee at NASA or something? Someone found a NASA data leak which unearthed some undernet names in Luxembourg. Alright, okay. I don't really get involved with that stuff, I'll be honest with you. I just... The thing is, like... I mean, most hackers are supposed to come from, like, a gaming background in some way. But then you get, like, these chumps, you might have had them before in the past. These aren't real hackers, not like Anonymous and this Lizard Squad thing. But, like, you get these guys who might send you emails to, like, try and get into, like, your World of Warcraft account or whatever. And they'll send you an email, pretend to be, like, a developer. Or, like, a... what's it called? A games master. Even though they never ask for your passwords and say, oh, you've got like 7 days to put your password in here and contest this thing, otherwise we'll basically ban your account. But they're not hackers because they're physically want you to click a link and then type in your password because they can't get it otherwise. Can't get in my account anyway because I've got a thingy. I've got a authenticator. You physically need my authenticator to get into my account. And it randomly generates a new number every 9 seconds. You see, you're physical to have that. There's bad people out there, to be honest. Of course there is. There's always going to be knobheads. That's why prisons at the moment are overflowing. Because you've just got too many dickheads in prison. Now, some of the people in prison might be innocent. But the vast majority fucking aren't. Right, buddy. Well, 7 times 7, magic line. I'm going to love you and leave you, my brother. I'm going to go and have a little bit of chill with my girlfriend before I go out for some food for my mum's birthday. So I will hopefully catch you next time. I do stream twice a week. I stream Fridays and Sundays. I generally at the moment I'm streaming Last Epoch on Sundays. But I stream Lethal Company on Fridays until I can go back to World of Warcraft. Then I'll start streaming something else World of Warcraft. But I put up 2 videos every day on the channel, as well as some clips and stuff. I subscribed to the video. Thank you, buddy. Next time if you want to come join me, let me know and you can come jump in with me. Come join me on it. Because I think it's like a 4-player co-op. Take it easy, have a good day. You as well, buddy. Take care of yourself. Stay safe, yeah? Will do. You have a good one. And take care, guys, if anyone else is out there lurking, and I will speak to you all on Friday in the next stream. But if you want to, just hit me up in the comment sections and I'll respond to you as quickly as I can.